Welcome again. I'm going to build my own wheelchair, start to finish, and I'll be showing you the whole process here on YouTube. But let me explain first. I am making this episode, which is also a beginning of a series of episodes, because of one of my viewers. Basically, she hit me hard by insulting and complaining about my cushion and a wheelchair publicly in a comment, and it hurts me deep inside of my ego. I was thinking about it for a long time. And I don't really know what she talks about. The wheelchair is still fine in my opinion. It serves its purpose. In my opinion, it's still fine. But she also donated a lot, and I mean it, like a lot, so I can do something about it. And actually this part hurts me the most, as since she paid, she can require, right? And I need to provide. But she also donated way more than needed for a cushion, even with horribly expensive medical equipment. So I decided to do more about it. I borrowed some money from my girlfriend without telling her that it will go for the higher purpose. So paying back it's not really necessary. Hope she understands. And with both of those donations, I'll be able to build my own wheelchair. A whole new wheelchair, and that's what I intend to do. I had two options, as I recognized, that I could show it to you. One would be just designing it, sending to a welder, sending to upholsterer, a painter, and just show you a ready product in a short video, right? But I decided to take a second path, which would be just showing you everything from start to finish in a series of episodes, in which I will just explain my ideas, tell you what my plan is, confront it with reality, and lead you step by step, or push by push in my case, through the whole process, so you can do it as well. Hopefully for the fraction of the price of a regular wheelchair, just bought from the market. So you can do it as well with your own design. Fulfill all your needs, so you can decide whether it's better to have a phone in this pocket or have it attached in here, in a frame maybe, just fully personalized wheelchair of your choice. Color and a shape, and only sky is the limit, right? Let me record. But here's the reality check with the wheelchair market. Most of those chairs are horribly expensive. And by horribly, I mean ridiculously expensive. I won't be sharing any websites, no screenshots, because it's not my point to blame any company, right? But if you look on your own, you can check how it varies. From around 2,000 euro for something that it's acceptable, 3,000 euro for this beast, to a lighter models with carbon sides, better rims, lighter in general, with prices around 10,000 euro or even more. Just imagine a disability that makes your arm weaker, and your wheelchair price starts with 5,000 euro for, yeah, I could try to put it in a car on my own, and ends up with like 12,000 euro for, yeah, it's not even that hard to put it into a car level. Literally tons of money for a couple of pipes, 4 wheels, and the saddle. Obviously only if you look at it from a simple perspective, right? Reality will say that it's probably not as simple, but that's exactly what I'm willing to check on my own and show you the results. And I do have my own theory about that pricing. Just hear me out. We do not pay for our equipment. And I'm talking about most of us, not all of us, but we do not. First, prices are dictated by the need of the medical equipment. And in my case, it's a matter of life or death, right? I can't live without it, meaning the companies, they don't have to lower the price. I need to find a way, otherwise there's no reason for me to live. And medical equipment prices are subsidized by the government, which already increases the prices. Whatever is subsidized, it's always more expensive. That's the basic economy rule. Then, if public money isn't enough, I need to ask other companies for sponsorship, which is a tax write-off in some cases. And if that won't work, there are some charitable organizations. And least, but not last, we all have families and friends that could support us, right? In a time of need. And that need is kind of basic, right? And just to repeat myself, we do not pay for our equipment. First, most of us can't pay for it, as most of us live off a family and government support. But the job subject is probably more complex, so I don't think I should be starting it today. And second, most of us won't have to pay for the equipment, as there's always someone that will help us. In my opinion, these are the reasons why the medical equipment is so expensive. But let's go for something wheelchair related, wheelchair building related. Almost all the wheelchairs on the market are made of aluminum pipes of different types, but mostly pipe in shape, which is really efficient when it comes to cost, weight, engineering. When it comes to bikes, the most popular type of aluminum, 6061, which is alloyed with magnesium, I believe, and silicone. Just a great choice for, I don't know, welding, hydroforming to achieve the geometry of your choice. And hydroforming is my issue in this case, as I don't want pipes. I wanted to have something extra, right? I wanted to have something better looking. Step into my office. I prepared some presentations, not the easy CGI ones. That's too easy. I'll make a live one. Imagine this one as an aluminum pipe with the oval cross section, right? Easy. That's the standard one. And in order to achieve a different geometry with this one, you can play with, for example, squeezing it. There you go. You're getting a different shape, right? That's easy and affordable. Just squeeze it from both sides. Not too much because it will break. But there's a different technique called hydroforming. And in order to achieve different geometry, like for example, square one, you are using the process of hydroforming. What it means basically is you're putting a pipe into a form and you're pumping a lot of pressure so it expands and gets a shape of a form. I've contacted some companies that are doing hydroforming. All of them are doing bike frames, and it turns out that they can make it for me, but I need to order at least 10,000 of it. That's ridiculous. I'm not running a company, I just wanted to make one wheelchair, right? What am I supposed to do with 10,000 of those? They are placed in like China, Taiwan, Vietnam, India, and they are selling their bike frames to Europe. So I'm having a different idea and I need to confront it with someone that knows the drill. Because I don't even know if it's gonna work. But hear me out. I'm gonna get a sheet of aluminum, then I will cut it, water cut it. I hope you can see the process. Once again, I will cut it. Here's the sheet of aluminum that I just cut. I will now bend it with those lines in order to achieve, and this one's only an example, triangle geometry. And obviously I will have to weld it here. Now, in order to bend it to a desired shape, I will cut this one, and now I can get something that will look like a triangle frame of a wheelchair. Well, it's supposed to go here. Do you get it? Like a wheel in here, small wheel in here, backrest, saddle. Let me show it to you in a different perspective. This should do the job. So, when it comes to welding, I do believe I know a bit, but I wouldn't trust my existence to be dependent on my weld quality, right? I'll leave it to professionals for sure. But anyways, that's theoretically possible. It will be more expensive than just welding the pipes, but from the other hand, it will just look better. You can check for yourself. If you search for some modern bike images, most of those having frames being hydroformed to achieve, you know, those fancy shapes. And achieving those shapes will not only look better, but it will also allow me to consider some storage room inside of a frame for, I don't know, wallet, earphones, car keys, phone, power bank, whatever. But let me just explain why is it important for disabled people. Obviously, everyone knows that when you're sitting, it's hard to take something out of your pocket, right? It's way easier with the sweatpants, but any other trousers type makes it way harder. And that's the reason why most of the wheelchairs having this little pocket in here, but it's limited. And obviously, if you put a phone in here, car keys, bin keys, and home keys, you're gonna get your phone scratched. And you still need a wallet, earphones, optionally, not to mention, it's so hard to take everything out just to lock the door when you're leaving. And pockets are not really an option. There's my phone, there's my wallet, and let's take it out. Horrible experience. When I think about it now, it's going to be some kind of a fishing vest for me. And I like the idea itself. So I'm probably old enough to join the group of people that like fishing vests. Fishing vest, wheelchair type. with tons of compartments, everywhere. Especially now when I started social media. I believe it was in Bratislava video that I was showing you how hard is it to stop somewhere, take everything off from my backpack, record it and put it back. So all those compartments would make my life so much easier. So, to the lady that donated me so much money on GoFundMe, I hope you are proud of yourself, as you just forced a disabled person to work his ass off. I hope you're happy with it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm really grateful. It's basically you just added some speed to a process that I was thinking of for years already. And I procrastinated everything. It was my dream already, and I'll make it thanks to you. But still, think about it. What have you done? So I guess that's it. I'll be providing some new updates as I will get enough info to make an episode about it. I hope it won't take that long. The whole process, the whole series. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to visit my Patreon, GoFundMe, buy me a coffee. Yep, that's it. Thank you.